Hi everyone, hope you're well. So today I'm going to be talking about how I deal with depression. So depression is a low mood which can be caused by a lot of things. This can be your health, this can be mental health issues, this can be anxiety. My depression started a few years ago when I had a stroke. I stroked on my right side, and I was also diagnosed with brain tumors. I will put a link on my story in the description box. So I started to be on a lot of medication. After my first brain surgery, I didn't look like myself. I wasn't mobile at all. I started to feel like this was the end of my life. I had like my children and my husband to keep me going because I would see them like every day. I am also Christian, so my family, my sister, my mom, my in-laws would continue to speak to me in a positive way. My depression, um, it was something that I hadn't been through before. It just felt like what's happening with me. I felt like it was the end of my life. Before the depression, I was working. I um, looked forward to everyday life like a mom and a wife. I felt like this is like the end of myself. Part of the depression is also caused with medication. I take like a lot of medication because of my health. I also do take steroids most of the times, and this does not help. The side effects of medication, most of them will tell you that you will be suicidal, you will have negative thoughts, you will feel anxiety, you will have panic attacks and all sorts. So that was happening with me. Um, I started to listen to my family they will when they encouraged me. I started to look on the NHS website. We So I started to look at it and see what I can do to improve my mental health, to improve myself. I started to attract myself to the things that were positive. Doctors would tell me everything that was happening with me, most of it was negative. So I started to attract myself with positive things. Um, I would feel very encouraged when I saw my husband and the children. I will feel very encouraged when they come in and give me a kiss and tell me, "Mommy, you'll be all right." Um, Part of my depression, I would not answer phone calls. So if anyone called me, I would just look at the phone and not bother answering, and I would make silly excuses to why I'm not answering and things like that. So I started to feel like, right, this health issue is not going anywhere. So if I stop answering my phone calls, then that's not resolving any issue. So my husband would encourage me to answer my phone calls, and when I started to do that, I felt like, oh, it's actually helping me in a lot of way. My sister's husband, Danny, I ring him quite a lot when I feel very low, and he always encouraged me in the Lord. He always encouraged me by praying with me, and I felt like this really helps me, because every time we speak, I come off the phone a different person. I would trap myself in my bedroom. I would spend days, weeks stuck facing my four walls. But my husband started to um, encourage me to come downstairs, watch a movie, and things like that. And I felt like that really helped me, because I wasn't stuck facing four walls. Um, I started to feel very, a lot better. Um, to be honest with you, I am not perfect. Sometimes I feel very low than the other days. Um, but I do try and help myself in a way. I also did seek medical advice as far as the depression wise. My doctor would always tell me that I would a lot of people feel a lot better after they go for counseling or after they speak to somebody. So my first counseling session, um, it was it was pretty good, because I was faced with a different person, that I could tell anything, that I would feel comfortable telling what was really bothering me and why I was feeling that way. My doctor prescribed me, no, actually, it was my neurology, um, did prescribe me with medication that helps me to improve the low mood. I felt like I didn't need them, but I really did need them. Um, as I started to take them, I felt a lot better than before. So that could be another way of improving your low mood. Um, to be honest with you, it doesn't, as far as myself, it doesn't work 100%. Um, I do get panic attacks, especially when I go for my MRI scans. So I do have MRI scans very regularly. So I do panic quite a lot when one is coming. So it's just something that I am still learning to deal with. I speak to my mom a lot, and my mom, what she when she tries to ring and I do not answer, she'll ring my husband, and my husband will force me to speak to her. And we talk about all sorts, like random things, and when we do, we I enjoy it because I'm not focused on the negative. We are focused on the positive. um so speaking and staying in touch with family and friends do really help to improve your low mood. um Another thing that helps me to improve the low mood, I used to be so afraid to go out by myself. I used to panic a lot. I had an episode before where I collapsed in town. So every time I thought of going out, I would start panicking a lot, thinking about the previous incident. So I started to speak to myself and say, right, this needs to stop. I need to face my fears. I started to um, go out, just round the house with my physio. That really helped. So as we started to go out, I started to gain confidence in going out. It didn't take a day or two. It took forever, but I now can go out by myself. um I feel a lot better when I do go out. I don't go out all the time, but when I go out, I feel so refreshed. So yeah, going out does absolutely help. So I do take steroids when my head is swollen. Um, when I had my first surgery and my second surgery, I was constantly on steroids. Um, I mean brain surgery. So I was constantly on steroids. I was a size 12 and I got to a size 22. That really frustrated me a lot. And I would meet people that would say, "Oh, you've put on weight. Oh, you'd put on weight." But that didn't help my situation whatsoever. Um, until I decided to have weight loss surgery. This has helped quite a lot. Um, so when my head is swollen, I am on steroids, but I have managed to run to the good food and not the junk food. I mean, I still get steroids and but that doesn't frustrate me as much as it did before, because when I'm not on them, I do eat well. So that has really helped me. So if you have been depressed for a while and your mood isn't changing and you still have the negative thoughts of self-harming yourself, um I would really advise to seek help for it. I felt all sorts before that I don't feel now, like self-harming, suicidal. I felt all that, but when I did seek help, um, I feel a lot better than that. I don't feel suicidal anymore. And when I look at my family, my children, my husband, I do feel like I have something to live for. So if you feel that way, like negative, please do seek help. It really does help. I didn't think it would help, but it actually did help. So yeah, this is how I manage depression. Thank you so much for watching. If you've got anything you want to ask me, put it down and I will answer it for you. Don't forget to subscribe. Speak to you next time. Bye.